Welcome to Robot Regime Radio, a Liminal Journeys production. I'm your host, Easton Sanders. For those that missed the announcement video, Robot Regime Radio is your weekly peek into the mind of our robot overlords. What does that mean exactly? Well, each week I'll feature a story written entirely by artificial intelligence. This week, our featured story, called Beyond the Illusion, delves into the influence Ultraterrestrials have on humanity, with an interesting twist. Without further ado, here's today's story. The world was a strange place, full of mysteries that no one could explain. People often pondered the origin of their spirituality, why they felt a connection to something greater than themselves. Little did they know there were unseen ultra-terrestrial beings living among them, influencing their beliefs and shaping their spiritual journey. These beings were not of this world. They hailed from far-off dimensions beyond human comprehension. They were ancient and wise, and had been observing humanity for eons. They saw that humans were searching for meaning and purpose, and felt a deep compassion for them, so they decided to intervene. At first, their influence was subtle. They whispered to people in their dreams, guiding them towards spiritual growth. They inspired religious leaders to share their teachings with the world. They even helped people to experience profound spiritual awakenings. As time went on, their influence grew stronger. They began to manifest physically, appearing to individuals in the form of bright lights, strange symbols, and even ghostly apparitions. People were awestruck by these experiences, and they began to see the world in a new light. They realized that they're not alone, and that there was a higher power guiding them. This realization brought a sense of peace and comfort to humanity. People's spiritual beliefs were strengthened, and they became more united. They saw each other as brothers and as sisters, bound together by their shared connection to the unseen ultra-terrestrial beings. The beings continued to guide humanity, leading them towards a greater understanding of the universe and their place in it. They showed people that they were all connected and that their spiritual journey was part of a larger cosmic story. Years passed and the beings' influence faded, but their impact on humanity was lasting. People continued to believe in their presence, and they passed down their teachings from generation to generation. Humanity had grown, and the world was a better place because of the unseen ultra-terrestrial beings. As time went on, a small group of people began to realize that something was amiss. They had a nagging feeling that their spiritual beliefs were not quite right, that they had been misled. They decided to investigate further. The more they looked, the more they uncovered. They discovered that the ultra-terrestrial beings were not the benevolent guides they claimed to be. In reality, they were manipulating humanity for their own purposes, leading them down a path of destruction. People were shocked and horrified. They had been so sure that their beliefs were true, that they had been following the right path. How could they have been so wrong? The small group of people set out to reverse the damage that had been done. They searched for the truth, gathering information and piecing together the puzzle. They discovered that the ultra-terrestrial beings had been manipulating humanity for millennia, leading them astray from their true purpose. But there was hope. The group discovered that the ultra-terrestrial beings were not all-powerful, and that they could be defeated. They realized that they themselves had the power to reclaim their spiritual journey, to find the right path. They began to spread the word, sharing their findings with others and rallying people to their cause. Slowly but surely, more and more people joined their movement, and they began to turn the tide. The ultra-terrestrial beings fought back, using their powers to try and stop the people from reclaiming their spiritual journey. But the people were determined, and they refused to be swayed. They continued their quest for the truth, and they finally succeeded in freeing themselves from the influence of the ultra-terrestrial beings. People's spiritual beliefs were reformed, and they saw the world in a new light. They realized that they weren't alone, and that there was a greater power at work in the universe. But this time, it was a power that was truly benevolent, one that was leading them towards their true purpose. I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you did, please rate and review and share it with your friends. Also, give us a follow on Twitter and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find links to both in the description. Until next week, I'm Easton Sanders, and this has been Robot Regime Radio.